Hello YouTube. Today we're going to do a Valorant map tier list. Now 2024 started and we've got a fair amount of maps. Some of them not so great. Some of them pretty solid. But the map pool we've got at the moment, we'll talk about that towards the end. But for now we're just going to rank all of the maps and we've got this tier list right here. So we've got all the maps you could want from Valorant. All the way from Bind, all the way through to the TDM ones, which I don't know their names. They're probably all going to get ranked. You know, I'll do that here. This is where they belong. TDM. And we can just quickly... I don't think any of the TDMs are bad. I think all these maps are pretty good for what they do, you know? When you look at, like, Team Deathmatch, it's Team Deathmatch. You know? You log on, you run it down, you try and click some heads. You know, depending on if you're trying to improve the game, sometimes you try and do, like, mini-map refragging or swinging off contact and all that stuff. However, like me and most people, you probably just play TDM to go shoot some people and maybe have some abilities. And that's fine. You know, you do you, boo. This game isn't made for one type of play. Although, by all the content you ever see on YouTube, ranked and pro play is the only thing that exists. And only ranked above like a certain level. No gold players around here, thank you. Sorry about that. Alright, so now we'll jump to the actual maps, you know. So we'll go S. Let's check. We'll change up a few bits. So we got S tier, which is like good map. You know, good soup. Good soup. You know. A for average. B for bad. C for okay. Not playable. So we've got Bind. I think Bind is average. No, I'm not gonna lie. It like is halfway there. It could be good soup, but I don't play coordinated play. Now, if I played Premier with some friends, I would put this in good soup because I reckon it's quite fun with 5, and you've got like utility stacking and all this stuff. You know, you're thinking about the game as it's intended to be played by the devs. However, I play ranked solo queue. It's average. I enjoy this map for a lot of reasons, but without like proper coordination, you just don't get that in ranked. It's average, you know? It is average. Then we got Haven. This is good soup. Haven is actually the best map they've made, and it was one of the first maps they made, you know? So we've got to give Riot respect for that. I think it's had like one lot of changes, but they were like super minor. They were like, we've taken this corner out, sort of. You can't now right in that corner because it's like at an angle, and that was it. I'm pretty sure. Like they've maybe added something to jump on in like short, I think, but literally other than that, they've released it. Everyone's been happy with it. No one's like complained. It's been pretty balanced, and they've gone sick. Let's take the best map out of the map pool. But that is good soup. We got Split. Now Split, it used to be here. I ain't gonna lie. It used to be there, but I think the changes they made when they brought it back in, they weren't that huge, but it just sort of gave you a bit more flexibility to play the map however you wanted. We're gonna go average, you know. I still don't love it when it pops up. There's not like a part of me that goes, you know, this is the best map I've ever played. Nah. So it's average, but the average isn't bad. You know, it's not bad. It's average. You know, I get it, and I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I don't hate it. You know, it just sits there. It's like, that's sick, man. Good job. Okay, we move on. Remember, I'm going to say, looking at the rest of the maps, this is my tier list, so it might not conform to what other people might like or want in their map pool. But I like it. So I like it. So that Ascent's not playable. I've actually gotten really good at Ascent recently. Like, my personal stats on Ascent are better than most other maps. I win on it quite a lot because I know how to sort of call my players when they do listen. And I know how to play on defense, and that's sort of all that really matters. But I don't like it. I think it's like so annoying as a map because it's so balanced for coordination. And yet you're not coordinated half the time when you're playing it, you know? So for me, it's not playable in ranked. It's mainly a ranked list. Now, when I watch this map, you know, a pro player or whatever, yeah, good soup, great. I love how balanced it is, and that you can get away with like loads of different cool plays and everything like this. But I don't play that. You know what, I'm gonna put it in bad. I'm changing my mind. It isn't not playable. I haven't been Odin spammed in a long time, but it's bad. Not good. Icebox is good soup. In a very controversial take, Icebox is a very well-made map. People just aren't creative on it. That's pro play. And for ranked, it's just, you know, like a lot of the time, it's a very basic comp. No one really argues what you lock in on agent select. Oh, no one's picked Sage. Someone should pick Sage. Oh, there's no Viper. Someone will pick Viper. Oh, there's no Sova. Let's get Sova. Now, yes, I've just played a game on this, and the Sova didn't do anything to help the team with his utility. But at least we had one, you know? It's not, you know, even on Ascent, where that's pretty standard. Like, there's a standard 5 agents to get picked. You don't really get as many Sovas as you think you should on Ascent, but you do on Icebox. So, I mean, like, you know, you've got to respect that, if nothing else. So, for me, a good soup. I enjoy it. I'm not very good at it anymore. I used to pop off on Icebox, but it's not about me and my play, is it? If you don't like it, leave a comment down below and just see what happens. Probably nothing. You'll still just not like it. This tier list rating is not going to change your opinion, is it? Now we got Breeze. I honestly believe Breeze is average. There's like a lot of good points to it for someone that just loves a variety, you know. It's a lot different than any other map on the list, even in the pool. You know, there's loads of long range. There's like loads of different lanes that you can like rat around if you're like smart enough and you read the enemy enough. You know, I think bringing halls back was too much. Just like take it away again. No one cared. When it was gone, no one cared. But you know what happens now that it's opened? My 4 and 14 Reyna goes, oh yeah, I'll watch Tube. Swings an op that the attackers have bought to deal with Tube, and then gets one tapped. And I just go, oh, yeah, fair. And it just makes my day like a little bit worse. Not by much, but like just a little bit worse than it was before that happened. So put the Tube back in. No one went up there. Everyone left it alone. All good. So Fracture. Fracture is controversial because for a long time in the ranked video game, people did not love Fracture. I hated it when it first came out because it was very different. Even if it, like I hadn't played much CS, I'd played like enough to know sort of what maps felt like, and even I understood like, oh yeah, Fracture's like really hard to understand because like it's almost as if you're playing a one bomb site map where the attackers can come from 2 angles. You know, you've got control of the bomb site and that's it, and you've got to deal with it like that. You've got to deal with each lane individually. Which isn't fun. You know, you generally have to play more retakey on one bomb site. You have to try and take control of a lane. It's all like really annoying to deal with. But I think it's good soup because it's so different than any FPS map that came before it, you know? Like you can't find like this type of map in a different video game. This is like probably one of the first like actual like Valorant maps that they released that was very much like a fresh taste, you know, something sweet and nice that you're just like, yeah, that's, and it, you know, change is hard, so the community took a little bit of time to get into that, but you know, screw what the Valorant community says. It's good. Pro play, it's really good. I love watching it in pro play because like there's so many different like ways you can play the map, which is why it's fun. Like even in ranked, there's like so many different ways you can play it that is pretty solid. So it belongs up there, you know, in good soup. Anyone like Pearl? Question mark? I'm not the biggest fan of Pearl. Never have been. There are sometimes moments where I play it and I pop off and I'm like, I think I finally understand the map, and then I play the next one. I'm like, oh, I don't at all. I don't fully understand how this push and pull works. It's also terrible because even if I understood it, other players don't necessarily, you know, it's a ranked solo queue environment. So, like, you know, there are 5 people and getting their views to align on something is sometimes like difficult. So, you know, pushing main, stuff like this, they don't always understand what to do with it. You know, fair enough. Like I say, 5 completely different players. You can't understand them. But for me, it's not playable. I wish it was. I like it. I love the art direction. I think the lanes are all right, and after the changes they made, that is definitely a much better map. But for now, it's not playable. Lotus is bad. I don't like the changes. I liked it before. Before, it would have been average. However, now it's bad because the changes make it so annoying to clear stuff. And when you're getting into like higher rated lobbies and stuff, I say higher, not Radiant or Immortal, but like Ascendant, lower Immortal. And where the precipice of people actually coordinating slightly better is they won't send it right. You know, you'll make a plan and they just won't understand you, and I'll just get shit on. You know, I'll TP out and do this, and there'll be my Jet and my Reyna like sat in main like quivering, and I'm like, guys, hello? So that's why it's bad. I mean, like, there are certain things about it which I still like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here like glazing Riot Games saying that it's like the best map ever made, because it's not. There are good parts about it. I don't know why the doors are slower. It makes it really annoying. Like, I'll think, because also your brain builds in timings in this video game if you play it enough. And now all my timings are wrong. So I'll stop holding the door because I think the door's shut, and it's still got another like 15 minutes before it finishes spinning. And I am about that life. We got Sunset. Not playable. Delete Cypher. And once you delete Cypher from the video game, this map will be fun again. Like, it's not a badly built map. I think the map itself is really fun to play if there is no Cypher on the opposing team. Because basically it becomes, oh, let's rush A. Oh, they started clocking, we're rushing A. Oh, we play mid. Okay, can we go B? Probably not. Oh, we can go B through market. Okay, all right. Yeah. We'll go B through market, and then someone comes through main. And somehow the Cypher's still alive, ratting back site, and gets one through main. Or like has put a trip in market, and like someone like gets a kill off his trip. It's really annoying. Like, it's so annoying because they've buffed Cypher to a point where no one plays Killjoy. There's no point in playing Killjoy on that map because Cypher's so good on the map. Which is why, funnily enough, I do actually enjoy people abusing the little bug where you can tap fire the trip off of main. Except when I played Cypher one time and someone did it to me, then I hate it. But apart from that, it's pretty solid. So, in conclusion, that's my tier list. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. There's 3 amazing, well, I wouldn't say amazing. Icebox isn't amazing, but it's good soup. Haven, Fracture, they're just so good. And those need to be in the map pool at all times. The average are the Bind, Split, Breeze. You know, they're not too bad. Bad is Ascent. Now, I will say, as a caveat to this Ascent being bad, I reckon if it leaves the map pool and comes back in, good again. It'll feel fresh. But I've been playing Ascent now for 3 years of playing Valorant. Since the release of the game in 2020, almost 4 years now, I've been playing Ascent. I have a clip on Ascent from like my first couple months of playing. I'm over it. Take it out for a bit. To be fair, Haven I was never over. The rest of the release maps of... I know Ascent wasn't release. It was just after beta, but... You know, the release maps are Split, Bind, Haven. You know, Haven was the one that was good enough to keep in for that long. And these two have had some good changes to bring them up to average, at least, you know, which is good. You can't complain about that. But Ascent needs to go. So yeah, I think this is pretty straightforward. I hope you guys enjoy my decision. And if you do, if you don't, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your vibe is. What maps do you like playing on? Because it could be anything. You could be like a dev that plays on another map, and you could tell us about that. Unlikely though. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you later.